Alrighty, welcome back to the Captain's Ready Room. You got the Captain here. Wanted to give an update on the DS9 build. Not a lot done, but yet a lot done. I know that's a little confusing. So, worked on this docking ring. I'll get a little more closer in a second, but I thought I'd give you kind of a big view of it. It's pretty large, and surprisingly so, but that's cool. I like nice big model. Like I said, I have plans to set this thing on my coffee table, so I worked on that, and we'll get a closer look in a second. Also spent some time on the pylons. Again, just kind of getting them ready to go and doing some test fits, and these are all glued and kind of ready for primer and that kind of thing. So let's take a little bit of a closer look. All right. Alrighty, here's a kind of a side view of it. Basically, you can see it's nice and flat. It's kind of laying flat. One of the things the instructions said to do with this is to assemble it upside down. So what you do is the first step is to take the top and bottom pieces and glue them together. The second step is to bring this thing together with some glue and kind of put it all together, all three pieces. And I was flashing back to when I was building HO scale trains under the Christmas tree as a kid, because you'd kind of put this part together and you go down and you'd put together the other part of it and you'd work your way around, and somehow it'd kind of adjust and slide on you, and so you'd have to sort of get all the track together and then sort of squeeze it and straighten it a little bit so the train would run nice and smooth around. And that's kind of what this was kind of like. It was only three parts, but I had to sit here and kind of make sure that each one of these pieces were together. The instructions also said to make sure that it's glued real good and dries real good. So I did it last evening. I put this together, and my plan is to let it dry and continue to let it dry through the day. I noticed it's not as strong as I like it, so I'm going to mess with it a little bit in a while and just kind of make sure that it's sealed. If it's not, I'm going to seal it up even better, maybe get some putty on these seams or something to help reinforce it. We'll see. The other thing I did was I kind of skipped ahead just a little in the instructions. I glued the base together because it's one of the last kind of major assemblies that you have to do outside of putting all the sub-assemblies together. And so what I did was I basically put this together, but I didn't like the way these seams are. It just seems like, I don't know, I'm hoping they can get a little bit covered up, maybe in some paint or something like that. Not sure yet what I'm going to do with it, but it's kind of a unique base because the pylons rest on the base here, and the lower pylons, this is one of them with one of these holes in here, and they just basically go like this, and the model sits on that. So it's kind of interesting. It's a little different than the round 2 kind of round base with the metal rod in it, so that's pretty cool. The only thing that I'm having an issue with now, the top side of this, the pylons fit very well. However, on the bottom side here, and I'm just going to kind of zoom in here and give us a nice look at it, get you some focus. These registration pins, or these little tabs, or whatever you want to call them, they're supposed to go there, but as you can see, there's some space and there's some issues. So the bottom ring is not fitting too well, and I'm going to have to play with this a little bit. That's been kind of what this model's been about, is kind of fitting and messing around and editing with it, and kind of basically fooling with different parts of it so that you can get them together. But that's basically what you do, and actually this is kind of the next step. So what I'm going to do is prime this sucker up, and or I might even just work on this and then prime it. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to take a look and study some stuff and look what some other folks have done with it on the forum. I know there's at least one or two other guys that have built this. See what they've done, kind of collaborate with them a little bit, and go from there. So that's kind of what's lying ahead. The weather has been not so cooperative around here. Oddly, for late May, we're having one of the coldest days today that we've had in a long time, so it's not a good idea to go out and do painting and primer in like chilly weather. And I don't have an inside spot, so I have to kind of hang in there. So But that's basically it. Like I said, I gotta work on this and get this a little better fit. We'll see what that does. The top pylons seem to sit in real nice. It's just these bottom ones. So we'll work on that. I'm going to continue to let this kind of dry and check it out and see where we go from there. So anyway, I appreciate all the views and the comments and the subscribers. I think the last time I looked a little bit earlier in the week, I popped in real quick and we were at passing 15, I think. So that's really cool. I'm just really excited to see so many people interested in the hobby and interested in what I'm doing. And like I said, I'm just an amateur. I'm just kind of building these things a lot straight out of the box, pretty uncomplicated. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks for the comments. Don't forget to visit sci-fi-model-action.com. If you're not already a member, sign up. It's a great place to exchange some ideas and have some fun. And anyway, and those of you, I'm hoping to maybe this weekend or so I'll check the new Star Trek movie out. I've been hearing kind of mixed reviews, but hopefully folks find something about the movie they enjoy. It's good to have at least something new for Star Trek out. But we'll see. Okay, have a good one, and until next time.